Hi, welcome everybody. And today I want to talk to you about resilience because we need a lot of resilience at the moment with what's going on in the world. And also, how do we deal with setbacks when we get setbacks in life? I want to start with both a story of an example of resilience, and that's also an update on what's happening with Club MojoCircle and my web portal that I'm creating for the Club MojoCircle membership site. So I have been working on this portal for over a year now and trying to pull it together. And I've gone through, well, I had one web builder and that took a long time and wasn't going to get completed with them. So in April this year, I found another web builder and they specialize in membership sites. So I thought, fantastic, that sounds brilliant. Well, I've been working with them since April and it has been a struggle. They have taken so long to do things. I've kept coming up against things that they've said, oh no, that can't be done, that can't be done. Or we need to program for that. We need to write, code for that. And a whole lot of things. And I wasn't feeling great. I wasn't feeling confident. And that's why I've kept talking about, oh yes, it's going to be released in a month. We're going to go into beta test, a live beta test. So, I can get a group of women to try it out for real. And I've kept saying, yeah, that's coming, it's coming. But I was really reluctant to promote that. And I now know why. It was my intuition telling me. So what happened is I'm going to be really, really, really honest and open here. I have spent probably near to 10,000 euros on the whole MojoCircle website. So it's not just a website, it's a whole web application for event management, membership management, and a whole lot directories, business directories, member directories, a map that shows you where the members are so you can zoom in and find out who's near you and then send them a message. It's fantastic, except that this member fixed development group that I've spent 8,000 US dollars with said they couldn't do this last thing that I needed. So I got someone else to help me. And you may have seen a post saying, yeah, I need a web builder. I found someone who is really wonderful, great, and he's looked at what these other guys have developed. And he said to me, Janeen, it's a mess. It's a bowl of spaghetti. And it's never going to do what you need it to do. And you're not going to be able to grow with it. And it's not based on the right membership plugins. You need a different plugin. You need a different event management plugin. And it doesn't work properly on a smartphone like it's meant to. And he's told me all these things that are wrong with it. And my heart sank because I wanted to go live with beta test today. I mean, how many of you have got news like that in your business where you've just gone, oh, yes, whatever word you want to put in the blank there. I did. And I said, so what do you recommend, Tim? And he said, start again from scratch using these membership plugins and this event manager plugin. And I know they work really well. And I really like talking to this guy. He won me over because he knows what he's talking about. But start again. I've just invested 10,000 euros, dollars, whatever it is, it's about 10,000 of them, and it's a lot. And it's all coming out of my savings at this stage because, as you know, I'm not earning anything out of this group to pay for that. So that's what's coming. That's, what I want to create is a valuable system for you so that we can have a valuable exchange to keep supporting each other. And also it meant, not just more money to spend, like another few thousand, but also another probably 3 months before I can get ready to launch again. So that blew my mind. That just put me in a spin, and I went, oh my God, it's like, okay, what do I do? Because my intuition, I knew I couldn't go live with this system. I knew it wasn't going to deliver the incredible, amazing system that I want for you ladies. And so I'm like, okay. And then I went, okay, resilience. We need resilience here. So, who can relate? Who has, drop me a line, put in a comment, or, when have you been in a similar situation where you've just had to take not just a step back, but a whole journey back and go back to the beginning and start again, especially with your business. I'd love to hear from you, and what you've done about it. So I had to get my head around this real fast. And, I love, I'll just read it out to you here. Nelson Mandela's quote on resilience. And the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. And our resilience is how quickly we can rise after a fall, and how quickly we can get back on that horse and start riding again. So I needed to change my mindset. How could I view this so that it didn't feel so shitty? I'm just going to say it. It felt shitty. And I went, okay, well, Tim's really good. He's also local, so I can actually meet him and I can sit down and talk about what I need. He's going to do the correct design. He's going to actually sit down and design my system. He's got lots of really good ideas that I haven't even thought about yet. So there's a lot of new stuff coming in. And I thought to myself, and I went, you know what? I've just spent a lot of money on a prototype for my business. And it's been a very expensive lesson in gaining clarity on exactly what I want. Because, oh my God, I can tell you, I know so much more about exactly what I want than I could have told you even 6 months ago. So that's great, because now there's clarity for moving forward. And now I have a lot of confidence that what I produce will be so much better and will be this amazing system that I want to deliver. This incredible system that you go, wow, we love using this system. It's got social media, it's got, messaging, it's got, all this stuff that you want to use so that if you're not on Facebook all the time, you can just check into Club MojoCircle and see what's going on. So anyhow, that's really exciting, isn't it? It's like, wow, so what I'm going to produce is so much better than anything I could have done with what these other guys who were doing, and quite incompetently, to be honest. The other thing is, learning, prototype, clarity. So, okay, ready to move forward now. Let's get into this. Let's start this happening. So what have I done here? I've changed my mindset. I've decided to look at this through a different lens. What is a lens that I can look through where this is good for me, this is better for me? That's what resilience is about. And so really to build your resilience, it's first about, you've got to build your emotional intelligence, particularly in the area of social awareness. Not social, and particularly self-management. So what was I doing? I was managing my emotions, managing my reactions, and choosing, Instead of to go down into the depths of, oh my God, it's a disaster. How could I have possibly done this? How can I ever recover from this? Instead of going down that well, I mean, okay, let's get up. How can we see the positives? What are the positives in this? And what are the positives moving forward? So I have a list of this emotional mindset, and it is, so like I said, we have to have high emotional intelligence to start with, especially in our self-management and managing our own emotions. We need to think optimistically and look for the positives in every situation. That's exactly what I was doing. And optimistically, it's going to be so much better than what it was before. We need to then focus on that positive rather than getting caught up in the negative. So I'm focusing on moving forward. I'm not, yes, I've lost that money. Yes, it was sort of a waste, but not entirely. So it was just a very expensive lesson, put it that way. And looking for the lesson and the benefit in every situation. It's what I've done, my prototype, my learning. You also need to be flexible and a lateral thinker. So what other ways are there around this? And how can I adapt to my new knowledge, my new circumstances, and what's going on? We also need to let go of our emotional attachment to it being what we thought it was going to be. That's so important. Because there's no point remaining emotionally attached to something that's actually not working for us. That goes for lots of things like relationships, jobs, whatever. And the last one is need to learn to go with the flow. Oh, and another one, listen to our intuition. Because really my intuition was telling me things weren't right, months ago. I was struggling with these guys. I was struggling to get them to do what I wanted. So listen to our intuition and go with the flow. Look at what's happening and, be like that river. You get a rock in the middle, go around it, flow around it so that you keep flowing. A river doesn't just butt up against a rock and go, oh my God, I can't go forward. It goes, how can I get through? And if there's not a way through, the river makes a way through. It drills its hole, it makes its own path, and it keeps going. So they're my lessons. And the last one is you got to trust that it'll all be right in the end. And if it's not right, it's not the end. I mean, that's my faith in life, universe, and everything. So that's my wisdom for today. I'd love to hear what you've had to deal with, what setbacks you've had to deal with in the past, what you've had to deal with in business, what lessons you've learned, how do you manage your setbacks? And put a comment below the live, and if you don't want to comment publicly, please send me a direct message. I'd love to hear from you. Also, please comment about what you got out of this video. So update, Club MojoCircle delayed probably until the end of the year. It's going to be fantastic, even better than I imagined. It's all happening, it's all coming together. I'm looking at what else I can offer to you ladies that will deliver more value in the meantime. And life goes on. And remember that song? I used to have this song, and for a while there, it was my my motto song. It was like, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You can't ever get to keep me down. Well, yeah, that's it. That's the spirit, girls. Go ahead with that. Go forth and prosper, and just work around your setbacks by staying positive, looking for the lesson, and going with the flow. Thanks for joining me, and I will speak to you real soon. Hope you enjoyed today's Wednesday Wisdom, and drop me a line. Love to hear from you. Okay, see ya.